Mitt Romney's political career ends here. The multimillionaire businessman who spent the last 6 years running for president failing to seal his biggest deal.
I have just called President Obama to congratulate him on his victory. His supporters and his campaign also deserve congratulations. I wish all of them well, but particularly the President, the First Lady, and their daughters. This is a time of great challenges for America, and I pray that the President will be successful in guiding our nation.
He's now run for office 3 times and won only once.
And my personal beliefs...
First, he tried to unseat Democratic legend Ted Kennedy from his Senate seat in Massachusetts in 1994. He was called on to save the scandal-ridden Salt Lake City Winter Games, giving him a national profile.
Is this a great show or what?
And moving back to Massachusetts, Mitt Romney turned his Olympic success into a political one. With moderate positions on social issues like abortion and healthcare, he ran for governor. In an overwhelmingly Democratic state, he won a big victory for Republicans. He faced criticism. He ran the state like he'd run a business and wasn't really interested in politics.
His failures were his lack of political skills, lack of enjoying politics. He just didn't enjoy it.
He turned his attention from the State House to the White House and declared he wanted the Republican presidential nomination. But Republicans picked John McCain to face and ultimately lose to Barack Obama. For 2 years, Mitt Romney kept a low profile, but the White House was the prize he wanted most. His father, a popular Michigan governor, had tried to win the Republican nomination in 1968 and failed.
Hi, how are you?
So he entered the contest for a second time. In the early stages, he was never the frontrunner. He ran away from his record in Massachusetts, claiming he was
a severely conservative Republican governor.
And for the party faithful, it looked as if they wanted anyone but Mitt. Michelle Bachmann, Herman Cain, Rick Perry, Newt Gingrich, Rick Santorum, all came and went. Romney was the last man standing, the official nominee.
It was true then.
No.
It's true now.
Rick?
But this was a bitter and angry primary process. Some of the strongest attacks on Romney's record in business history came not from Democrats, but from his own side.
The only reason you didn't become a career politician is you lost to Teddy Kennedy in 1994.
Well, now wait a second.
It was like a vampire. He came in and sucked the life out of us.
He'd a few bad months. He was hammered by Democrat TV ads, and a disastrous foreign trip left him struggling in the polls. And there was the secret video, unguarded comments in front of an audience of wealthy donors. He needed something to change.
We have to have regulation.
And his moment came in Denver. His performance in the first presidential debate electrified Republicans, shot life into his campaign, and made an election that had looked to be all but over into a contest once more.
I will not reduce the taxes paid by high-income Americans.
He moved to the political centre, away from positions he'd adopted in the primaries. Some called it flip-flopping. Supporters called it realistic. He gave little detail to his plans for the economy to be discussed. When he won, he insisted. But after the Denver debate, voters looked at him differently. No longer was he simply the anti-Obama candidate. They wanted to vote for him. Ultimately, not enough did.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Mitt Romney was a man always happy to tailor his message to win, and now he'd be left to wonder what he could have changed to give him the few votes he needed. While Republicans will wonder if they would have secured the victory if they picked anyone but Mitt. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, Boston.